I'm a bit of a security nut, so that's why I love these little webcams. The problem with these webcams is that, well, they're behind a NATed router. So in order for me to access these webcams, I have to know the IP address of the WAN side of my router. Now, that's okay, it's no big deal for me to figure this out. The problem is that I obtained this IP address via DHCP. So my router, when he plugs into my ISP, is given an IP address which changes from time to time. So that's what makes these cameras tough to do long term, because this IP address changes. So to get around this, we're going to use a very special kind of DNS known as dynamic DNS. Dynamic DNS works in a very simple way. You have some kind of client, and this client is running behind the NATed part of the router. And it will go out onto the internet and it will talk to a DNS service. And there are companies out there that provide dynamic DNS as a service. And they will talk and they'll grab the WAN IP address. And these dynamic DNS service companies have their own DNS servers. And my WAN IP address will be placed onto a domain name of my choosing. So to make all this happen, the first thing we're going to have to do is pick a dynamic DNS company and sign up with them. The one I'm going to use is an old favorite of mine. It's called TZO.com. There's a number of them out there. I just like TZO. And what we're going to do is we're going to set up a little trial account. It's only good for 14 days, but it works perfectly and it's great for demonstration. So I've actually gone ahead and signed up for the account already, and they gave me a whole bunch of different domains to choose from, and I went ahead and chose tzO.org. So I'm going to give myself the name DesWeds, because I like DesWeds, desweds.tzO.org, and it's going to link in to this address right here. So there's a number of things happening. Let's watch them all. Now, the first thing I want to show you is I signed up for the account, and I got this return email from TZO. So they've given me desweds.tzO.org, and I've been given this key. The key is not a dynamic DNS thing. It's a security feature that TZO puts into their stuff so that after 14 days I'm going to have to pay for it. Okay, so now that I have this, one of the first things I can do is I did this already, is I downloaded their little client. Let me minimize this so you can appreciate it. So I downloaded this little client tool. So this client tool fires up. I had to type my key into this that I got from my email, and he's going out on the internet and talking to his DNS servers. So once this client starts talking, I can actually check the status of my DNS servers. So I logged into the DNS site here, and it sees here's my desweds.tzO.org, and you can see it knows my IP address. The reason it knows that IP address is because the client told it. Now, the only thing I have left to do is I can go into my router, and you can see I've already set it up. I've set my router up with port forwarding, so anything that's coming in from the internet is going to go to the camera itself. So I think I've got everything set up right. I now have desweds.tzO.org signed up to the WAN IP address of my computer. I've got port 80 forwarded, so it should, when you hit this, it'll go through, we'll say this is the camera, it'll get to the camera. The cool part is, though, is that I'm not using the IP address. I'm actually using a dynamic DNS address. So, you know what? I'm going to go plug this in and let's see if we can see anything interesting. Okay, so now if this is working right, I should be able to type in desweds.tzO.org. Fingers crossed. Okay, fantastic. It's got to the camera already, so I know that the tzO.org people have used the client, they have the IP address of the WAN side of my router, and then my router itself is using port forwarding on port 80 to send it to the camera. So I know that part's working. So but heck, let's just see what it sees. Okay, so there's my camera. It's kind of pointing to the ceiling there a little bit. Let me scroll her down. What? Hey, that's my director, Aaron. He's taking a little nap. Hey, Aaron, wake up. So that's the power of dynamic DNS. Dynamic DNS simply allows us to take IP addresses that change, that's mainly DHCP addresses, and by using clients, we can talk to dynamic DNS servers, which will automatically update, and they'll always have the right IP address for our devices. It's a lot easier to type in a fully qualified domain name than an IP address. Trust me, I know.